We should have hearts on or something being Valentine's
Yeah.
You
Wait.
wear your heart on your sleeve all the
Day.
time.
Well, that's for sure.
Such a baloney. All right, you're
That's
live.
why it's so
Sorry.
easy to stomp. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. I'm hoping there's some people that can join us.
Waiting.
Huh?
They've been waiting.
They've been waiting. Well, see, that warms my Valentine heart because you guys should be out to dinner doing your dinner thing.
With your honey bunny.
Yeah,
Eating chocolate or something.
or steak or something. Anyway, happy Valentine's Day, guys. We're happy to be here. It was been a beautiful day out here. It feels like spring is on the way.
Oh, Butch White's birthday.
Hey, Butch, happy birthday.
Oh, hold on. The slime factor, I'm not sure who that is, but he says, hello from Pennsylvania from Chris and my son Jake. Hi, Jake.
Hey,
Hi,
Jake.
Chris.
Hey, Chris. Thanks for joining us, guys.
Pennsylvania, that's, what's the weather like back there?
Cold, I bet.
That's where Puxatawny Phil is from. I think
He's in Pennsylvania.
that's Pennsylvania.
Yeah. You all right
Oh,
there?
I'm getting all choked up about it.
Jason Harrison said he doesn't think his wife would appreciate being woke up at 1 a.m.
Yeah, I know it's different time over there. Yeah. So, lots of great things going on over here. Vicki and I are getting ready to go to Atlanta next week. Who?
Rudy
Rudy.
Molina.
Rudy Molina. Hey, Rudy.
Where's Cat?
Cat and Rudy. So
Tom Watson's here. Sorry, I'm just going to...
that's okay.
I'm sorry, my throat is a little tickly for some
You got
reason.
a choking going on.
So
Must be the strong water.
we got lots of things to cover tonight. We want to do a little bit of a demo with some router bits. But before we do that, I want to go into, if you guys have been to the website lately, you might have noticed it looks a little bit different. We're having people this week, but there's more this week. And so I want to kind of go over that with you guys and kind of describe and let you know what's going on. Oh, before I forget, the giveaway tonight is a Valentine's set. So we'll be giving that away here in a little while. Vicky's got a trivia question for you. So get ready. Get your Google fingers ready. Anyway, so let me see if I can make this work here. Well, that didn't work too well.
Well, it just timed out.
Okay. Oh, boy. That scared me right there for a second. All right. Let's see.
All right, you got to bring your screen forward. You got to glare.
Okay.
Oh, nope. Turn it back. There you go.
Oh, good. I can see it better that way.
All right, hold on. Let me zoom in.
I'll shoot over a little bit.
You're fine.
Well, I need to get kind of around the
All
corner.
right.
Thank you, Dad. All right. So this is the front page. This is makeawoodsign.com, guys. So this is a front page. It looks a little bit different than it did before. We're trying to simplify it. We've realized that over the years, we just had too much stuff in there. It wasn't making it easy for you guys to figure out where to go. So, especially for new people, if they're not familiar with it. So we've got two different buttons here. We've got one that says Learn, and we've got one that says Shop. The shop is that's what we showed last week. That goes to the sign carving supplies. And on the sign carving supplies, we have the featured products, which is the profile bit, the Clarendon set, 1.5-inch set, and then the base plate for the 611. But up here, that's where you can see all of the different categories, and some of them are drop downs. So you can see that. And we kind of showed that last week. So I don't want to go over that. If you have questions, you can, ask us or whatever. What I really want to...
By the way, Matt Bay is here. He said the carving liner is amazing.
I know. Yeah, he kind of liked that. I saw it on Instagram. That sign looks terrific, Matt. You did an awesome job. And we'll be mentioning your name again here in a minute. So this is the brand new part, this Learn. If you click on that, and that's where we wanted to kind of help people differentiate that were coming to the website. Did they want to learn more about what we do, or did they want to shop? So I've created a brand new video. Nobody's seen this yet unless you've clicked on here. And this basically is a 19-minute video. And it goes over the 7 steps all the way from the picking out the board to the layout to the finishing process. So it's kind of an abbreviated thing for brand new people to learn how we actually make our signs.
Can you guys hear Eric okay?
I hope so. So anyway, that's a brand new video. We haven't even, made that, released it on the channel or anything. You can see it here. And I just haven't decided whether I'm going to make it public for everybody. It's an unlisted video right now. So that just makes it kind of easy for brand new people that want to come and maybe they just want to kind of check us out and learn what we do and, differentiate people that want to go to the sign carving supplies, the shop. So I just mentioned Matt Bay, but check this out. So you guys know we've been collecting names for the sign carvers directory. So Matt, our buddy, Matt Bay, who's on here right now, is a website guy. He actually made us a Google map.
Where are you at on there? You didn't say where you
We're on the second tab over. It says what we do. So there's my cursor. This was the home. I'll go back and then
it's not real clear.
It's
so
not
that's
real
why
clear.
That's why
Yeah.
I said that. It's just
anyway,
camera to camera.
so just click on the what we do tab, which is right under the M there. And then if you scroll down, and that has a lot of verbiage on it, but if you can scroll down to the sign carving directory, this is a link that goes to a Google map. And Matt Bay put this together for us. And this is actually a world map that shows everybody that's in the sign carving directory and where they're located. And you can...
That's just phenomenal.
It's
just,
really, really cool.
Click on one of those.
Yeah. So over here is a list of everybody. But if you click on, like, let's see who this is. This little router. Just click on that. That is, Nathan Kraft. Right? Yeah, that's Nathan Kraft. In, gosh, I can't even read it sideways here. Oh, in Missouri. So, if you guys want, again, if you want to be part of the sign carver directory now, if you want to see the sign carver directory, what we were doing before, we were telling everybody to email Vicky.
Go over because we got people over
Yeah,
in Canada.
we've got actually some up in Canada.
Nope. The other way. Keep going. Nope. Just drag it towards you.
You want to see Canada?
Yeah.
Canada is this way.
Well, the other ones are, I guess, the UK.
Okay, yeah, we've got Jason Harrison over in Ireland, and let's see, let's reduce it a little bit.
Maybe I was wrong. I'm never wrong, so it can't be. Oh, there they are.
Yeah.
anyway, that's a world directory of all the sign carvers that have registered. For
So
the
this
directory.
is Jason over in Ireland, and this is John Craig in
England.
Sweden.
Jason said he's in England.
Oh, I'm sorry.
UK.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You can't see with sideways. Sorry.
Oh, there it is. Yep, you're right. I apologize. Yep, now it shows. I just didn't have it blown up enough. The router covered the whole area. Anyway, so, and then if you go over here and we'll get back. So I think there's a couple Canadians up here. Actually, 3 of them. There's Bert Graham. And
Oh, Brad and Diana are here. Hi, Brad and Diana.
Art Bory. Hey, Brad and Diana. And Mitch Haley.
Anyway, let's.
So if you guys want to be part of the sign carver directory, or you want to even just see the sign carver directory, you can go right to the website right now and bring up this Google map.
Thank you, Matt. It's amazing.
Oh, Matt, awesome job, buddy. Thank you so much. So that's where it is. It's under what we do, and then just scroll down and click right on that link, and that will take you to the directory. So anybody that wants to be part of that directory, shoot me an email with a couple pictures of your signs, and then once we kind of look them over and decide you can be part of the directory, then Vicky will automatically add you, because she knows how to do it now, she'll add you to that world map of sign carver directory thing.
Get back over there.
Oh, well, I thought I was in. I'm good.
Fine.
Does Dad need to
got
come
it.
up?
That's
Oh,
fine.
okay. All right. So that was that. And Matt Bay, if you guys, talk to Matt if you have any questions on it, or call us if you have any questions on it. Email us. We'll be happy to help you with it. And if you want to become sign carver, become part of the sign carver directory.
Easy for you to say.
Yeah, I'm all flustered. Every time I
I
look
know.
at that map, I get flustered. It's so cool. Email me directly, eric@makeawoodsign.com, and we will get you guys hooked up. So,
We just showed you how to do it, Mike. Go to the email Eric.
yeah. You missed it, Mike? Anyway, makeawoodsign.com, click on what we do, and scroll down to the link, and there it is. And anyway, it's all there. It's really, really cool. Go back and watch this video. We'll be showing it again, I'm sure. Or, send me an email. I'll help you through it. Okay, so the demo that I want to do. I got a question from Glenn Borman. And Glenn says, I received my order today, got my 611, my DeWalt 611, modified the base and put the plate on. And the directions for the router say to put the bit in all the way. What's the matter?
See that laptop?
The laptop? Okay. The directions say to put the bit in all the way and pull it out about a 1/16 of an inch.
That's the directions that comes with the DWP 611.
Do you want the mouse?
No.
You want me to turn it off? Okay. So let me explain something. Here's what we got. So let's assume you just got this router. And what I want to do now is I want to put all of our router bits. We have 6 different router bits that we use.
Let's go back.
Yeah.
You didn't read the question. The question is, how far should the bit be inserted into the router?
Okay.
So that's what we're going to answer.
That's what we're going to
That was
answer.
Glenn's question, and that's what we're going to answer. Plus, we're going to tell you why.
So here's the thing, guys. You can see that all of our router bits, babe, can they see our router bits on here? I didn't know.
Frank, for some reason you got missed, but not a problem. I know how to put you on there.
Frank Jenkins? Oh, he's not on there. Oh, okay. Well. So you can see that all of our router bits are basically different sizes. Some of them are about the same size, but this is a profile bit, the 60, the 90, the carving liner, the spiral upcut, and then of course the chamfer bit. Many people ask us, why are these bits different lengths? You'd have to get a hold of Amana on that. We buy them bunches at a time from Amana. There must be a reason that they make these bits a specific length. But in regards to the question and what the router says, you guys have to remember that very few people in the router world use this machine for what we use it for. Most of the time they're using this machine, they're using it for something like this. A chamfer bit.
Like this, yeah, if you could just.
Yeah,
A
chamfer bit
chamfer
or an
bit,
OG.
a Roman OG, a round over.
Trim bits for mica on countertops and that sort of thing.
This thing is made to use, it's called a trim router, it's called a palm router, but it's called a trim router because most people do trimming with it. They do edging with it. Even the people that make these routers, they didn't manufacture them for people that are carving signs. That's how we adapted them to carve signs. So when they say to put your bit in all the way and back it out a 1/60 of an inch, that would be correct if you're using it for trimming or edging or something like that. That would be correct. It's not correct if you're using it to carve signs. Obviously, that's not even in all the way. Now I've done it.
I was gonna say, now you're gonna slice
Yeah.
your finger.
Yeah. So let me get that out of there. Anyway, that's the reason they say put it all the way in and then back it out a 1/16 of an inch.
Yeah, because they're talking about a chamfer bit or an OG or a round over bit.
It's just not applicable
For sign carving.
for sign carving. Now, the really cool thing that I like, Dad has a recommendation for how far the bit should be in order to be safe. But even on all of the Amana bits, there's actually a little line. And I've done a video on this, but there's a little flat line with an arrow on it that tells you exactly how to far to stick that bit in. And the bits that we used prior didn't have that. The Amana bits do, which is really cool. That's a neat little feature. But so if you do that, let me see where the mark is here. There it is right there. So if I put that in as far as the mark for carving signs, you want to go in at least that far, but you could get away with not going in that far. But if you need to put it in further, you can. Remember, you've got to have vision when you put that housing on there. You've got to be able to see it and have vision to get it down in there.
Matt Bay said he has to go. He's making dinner for his wife.
Thank you, Matt. Thank you again, buddy. Happy Valentine's Day. So, you can see, and then backed it out. Now, you probably can't see. If you backed it out a 16th of an inch, it wouldn't be enough. It just wouldn't be enough because that bit really isn't made for in here. So, take into account, guys, that the directions that you get on your routers, all the manufacturers think you're using that bit and bits like that. So that kind of explains. Now, Dad has a recommendation of how far is safe to put the router bit in the router if you don't have marks on it. Maybe you've got some old bits from us that were the white side that don't have the marks. So what's safe?
Well, it has to do really with with machinist background. On milling machines, like the Bridgeport milling machine and the milling machines, the tools that you insert into the collet, like the 5C collet, or even in a turret lathe, you want to be sure that your bit, whether it's an end mill, which is what they call a router bit for machining, it's called an end mill, it has to go in at least a ½ inch into the collet. If it goes a ½ inch and you tighten it up, you've got the maximum holding capacity. So ½ inch is fine. You can go a little further, and you can go a little deeper than a ½ inch. If your bit or your end mill is longer, you can go a little bit more, as long as you can do the tooling. But a ½ inch on a 1/4 inch router bit, a ½ inch is the maximum that you need to go in order to get the maximum holding strength. You can go more, but it's not recommended to go less. 3/8 of an inch into the collet is not enough to give you maximum holding power. So just be aware that any router bit that you're putting in your router, you want to be sure that you're at least a ½ inch of the shank is in the collet. If you go more, that's fine, but don't go any less.
Okay. Yes.
You had several comments about the board. Can you tell who the board?
Yeah, the board was made for us and sent to us by Todd Powell.
Yeah. Oh, I saw Doug.
Yeah, Todd Powell sent this to us in December. Really cool cutting board, huh, guys?
I'd put it on the laser. I engraved his name. In fact, I'll turn it around and show you.
That's how we know.
That's how we know.
That's how we can look at it and say, yeah, Todd made that. But that just that is such a neat cutting
Isn't that
board.
gorgeous?
He just did a great job on it.
Yeah, great job.
Okay.
Yep.
Next.
Okay, so if you guys have questions on that, you know how to get a hold of us.
But a ½ inch is all you need to go into your collet in order to get the maximum holding. If your router bit is longer, like the profile bit or the carving liner, they're longer, so you can go more than a ½ inch. But you get your maximum holding power at a ½ inch. Don't stick them in there any less than that.
Okay.
Okay.
We have a bunch of questions.
Yeah,
so-
go.
No, you've got.
No, actually, everything else is pretty much just announcements about Workbench Con
You don't
and
wanna
all of that
ask a
stuff.
Trivia question?
Well, yeah, we do, but we can start answering questions. We'll get to that.
All right. Somebody had one back here. Hold on. I had to go way back up, guys. Hold on. This is from Lawrence Aldridge. Could your bits be used to do raised carving for animals?
I don't understand that.
Raised carving for
Raised
animals.
carving for animals.
So it almost sounds like you're talking about a power carving kind of thing, like with a like with a Dremel or a Fordham or something like that. The router bits really are made for a router. If you're doing it with a router, then maybe. But just based on your question, I'm picturing, and I might be completely wrong.
It may be that he has a CNC. And with the CNC, you can do the profile, the raised
three-dimensional.
So these router bits could be used for that.
Yeah.
They're generally not used for that, but they could be used in that.
Aaron Smith says, thanks to you guys and persistence on my part, I am now making a nice residual income.
Sweet. That is awesome, Darren.
That's what this is all about.
That makes my day.
We decided years ago that we love what we do so much, and we couldn't make all the signs for everybody in the world, so we just decided to try to teach a lot of other people how to do what we do.
So cool.
Today also is Brad and Diana's anniversary, I believe.
Oh,
hey,
happy anniversary. I think it's Roger and Becky's anniversary too.
Sure. Oh, Renee says the shirt looks great.
Oh, great.
It does look great.
Well, I had another shirt on, Renee. Then I remembered that you asked me about these Hawaiian shirts. So I went and put this one on.
Do you realize you're shouting? Do you not have your ear thing in?
I've got my hearing.
Well, you're shouting.
My
I don't know.
amplifier.
You're
My
shouting.
amplifier, I've got it in my
Yeah, so
ear.
it says, can
need
your
to turn
bits
it
be used to carve raised animals in the woods? So I think that you are answering the...
Okay.
Jason Harrison said, don't tell me Bull is being romantic and taking the missus out. I doubt it.
Yeah, is Bull here?
No.
Oh. He and the lady are out in the town.
Either that or he's working and she's at home having a good time.
He's normally here.
Let's see.
I figured it would be a smaller crowd just because.
Yeah, Leonard Davis says, if you're doing a two-sided sign that is 1 inch thick, how deep can you carve on both sides?
1/4 inch. I don't like to, if it's, well, that's if it's 1 inch net. So, there's 1 inch material generally is about 3/4 of an inch net because it's surfaced. I don't like to carve on two sides of a board that's honestly less than 1.5 inches thick. That's what I use. You can, and I have done it, but I don't really like to. But if I've got a 3/4 of an inch thick board, I have carved those two-sided a full 1/4 of an inch because that leaves a 1/4 of an inch in the middle, so you won't run into it. But I don't like to do it, but I have done it.
Randy Noble's anniversary too left off, and he wants to know if you have a grass skirt to go with that shirt.
Well,
yeah,
no,
but he can't stand up because he doesn't want to show it off.
Pamela Berry said, I just started a YouTube channel for my woodworking. Thanks for the inspiration.
Great.
Awesome.
Fantastic,
send
Pam.
us a link to it so we can go check it out.
Rudy Molina says, Eric, have you ever used CNC router bits to make signs?
Actually, some of the white side bits that I used are CNC. Some of these could be CNC bits. They could be used in a CNC. I don't know. I just know that they work good for freehand carving.
Well,
they could be CNC.
And we had the what was it, the Carve Master and that. We don't use them for freehand carving. And they're good in the CNC, but they're not really the best for freehand carving.
It really depends, guys, because there are so many different versions of a CNC bit. There's a CNC bit that literally, if you look at it from a side profile, half of the bit is gone, and it just is half of the bit. It would be like if you took one of these and split it down and made a flat on one side.
It's really an engraving bit.
But those can be used as CNC bits.
Right,
Yeah,
and the ball bits can be used on the CNC.
Which with a spiral on
With a
them. So
spiral
there's so
on
many
it,
different kinds.
but
But
CNC bits that are designed for CNC work are not really primarily for freehand sign carving the way we do it. But
Okay, George Walsh says, thanks for kindly sharing your knowledge with all of us. My question to you is, why doesn't local hardware stores carry sign carving bits?
because there's just not enough call for them. It's like any other, yeah, it's like any other product that a local store would carry or would not carry. It's because there's not enough call for them. Even though you guys are into signing, there's not there. The general public isn't really into sign carving, so they carry bits that they think are going to sell the most. It comes down to dollars and cents and money. Why does our hardware store out here not carry snow blowers? We're in Arizona. We're in the Arizona desert. So it just comes down to dollars and cents.
And
If they don't think they can sell them, there's no reason to carry them.
it's the same thing with machinist tools. The finest machinist tools, they have to carry.
Yeah.
And
So
and the sign carving supplies and the machinist supplies are not what the general public is looking for.
Okay, so Rhonda Neuenfeld wants to know when you're doing another SCOTD.
coming up, we
just
filmed it.
filmed one
We
today?
filmed it today. It's gonna be a week from Monday, I believe. I think a week from Monday, or a week from Wednesday.
Okay, so let's,
Okay, so we'll do. If you guys won't have more, we'll go ahead and do the giveaway. So this is a Valentine's Day pack, a $25 value. We'll ship this out to whoever wins it, domestic only.
we still haven't figured out.
Still haven't figured out the international on that yet, guys.
Okay.
So there's 10 different things in here. They're really cool. Some really cool stuff. You can see them on the website if you go to the Valentine's pack on the website. All right, Vicky's gonna ask a question.
I'm gonna ask. Oh, okay. So here's the question, and it's the first person that answers correctly that I see. The first person I see. What percentage of women send roses to themselves on Valentine's Day?
I guessed at this and actually came pretty close.
What percentage of women send Valentine's flowers to themselves on Valentine's Day? I've never done that.
Because
Anybody?
I do
the
my
Google-
job.
The Google search is on.
Because I do my
You do
job.
your job, yes.
You don't
do.
have to. I'm a real man.
Oh, God. Anybody have an answer? Everybody's giggling.
Silence.
Yep,
It's silence.
I hear the keyboards clicking.
Yeah.
What percentage of
Google
women
fingers.
buy flowers for themselves on Valentine's Day? Who's going to be the one that types
Is
the
it
fastest?
flowers or roses?
Roses. Sorry. What
Uh-oh.
percentage of women send roses to themselves on Valentine's Day?
I thought that's what you had said earlier. Maybe it's the same answer. I don't know. Roses or
Wow.
flowers?
No answers?
Wow. You stumped them.
I did.
You stumped Google.
Typewriters are going. Typewriters. They don't even have typewriters anymore. All right. Well, while they're typing, go ahead and do it.
So while you're figuring that out, a couple announcements. Remember, guys, the first of March, prices are going up on the bits. We don't know exactly how much yet. I think it's going to be around 5%. I'm not sure, but it may vary. But prices are definitely going up March 1st. And then the shipping, right? The shipping is going up to $8.50 on March 1st because it went up.
Yes.
Yeah, it went up on us in January, I think. So we have to pass that on to you guys, unfortunately.
No
So
answers, or am I just not seeing?
too hard a question,
Or nobody cares.
or nobody cares.
Oh, here we go. Hold on. Gosh darn.
Uh-oh.
That thing did that thing to me again. Hold on. I got to go all the way up here. Nancy Haffler, you are correct. Oh, wait a minute. Sorry, Nancy. Well, hold on. Gosh darn it. Wait a minute. Why won't it'll only let me go up so far. Wait a minute. God dang. Hold on. Nancy, I'm sorry. That's not correct. It's weird. It's, okay. It's Doug Powell says 15%. It won't let me go up any higher than that. So Doug Powell is the one I saw first. Sorry, Nancy. Actually, Nancy, we'll send you something too. Write down Nancy. Oh, wait a minute. Nancy, is that, good God. This thing is all over the place today. Hold on. Yeah, Nancy Hafler. Yeah, we'll send her something too. It's
Okay.
weird.
Doug,
It's doing weird stuff, guys.
Doug Powell and Nancy
Doug Powell
Hafler.
and Nancy Hafler.
Doug, you're going to get this. Nancy, we will send you some, whatever Vicky decides, because she is the queen.
Matt, I thought you were cooking.
Okay, so anyway, I mentioned the prices going up March 1st on the router bits and the shipping. Remember, guys, next Wednesday through the following Sunday, we're going to be in Atlanta. On next Wednesday night, this coming Wednesday night, actually, on 7 p.m. Eastern. If you guys if you're in the Atlanta area and you want to attend, you're invited. Email me directly, eric@makeawoodsign.com, and I'll send you the address and all of the details. And we'd love to see you guys if you can make it out there. And then if not, if you can't make it over to that, then Sunday we're going to be in the
Actually, we were going to look that up. What hotel that is.
Renaissance Waverly Hotel. We're going to be there on Sunday. We'll be doing a meetup, and we'll be doing a week from tonight. We'll be doing, Vicky and I will do a live. Hopefully, if everything works right, if we can, we'll be doing a live from Workbench Con, either in the hotel or somewhere at this time.
And that's when we'll decide where we're going to do the meetup.
Then we'll let you know where the meetup's going to be, because we'll have a layout of the situation. But it will be on Sunday morning, probably. Sunday morning would be the 23rd, I believe. Or morning or midday, something like that. Let's see. Tomorrow morning, we got another episode of Senior Moment coming up with Dad. I think you'll enjoy it.
I think I'll make one. I think I'll make a senior moment for
The answer was 15%, Bruce.
for the last 15 years or more. I've been making table numbers, like for wedding tables, receptions, and so on. And I never really showed there. It's not like hand carving, but I've never really showed how I did that. I think I'll make a senior moment showing how I make table numbers, so you'll have some idea of how I do that. That seemed to me like a good senior moment. I think I'll do that next.
Okay, good. That's not going to be tomorrow morning. That may be next Saturday. We got to film that.
We got to film it. It hasn't been filmed yet.
We got to film that.
I got
before we
to
go
sit
to
down and
Atlanta.
figure out how to get it on film and show what I do and how I do it, so that you'll see. But they're nice table numbers. They're 6 inches high, and they're pretty nice table numbers. And I've been making them for years, so it's a good senior moment item.
Good idea. So Monday is part 2 of that Rancho sign. You'll see it all completely done, and it's already shipped off to Texas. And that's about it. So congratulations to Doug and Nancy. We will be shipping you guys' stuff out in the morning. Any other questions, comments?
No.
No. Okay.
I can't. I went up and had to drag literally.
So-
the,
Oh,
Yeah.
well, that's good. You got
Yeah.
confirmed there. Well, that's good that you're going to send Nancy something too, though.
yeah.
Okay, guys, that's it. So I hope you guys have a great Valentine's and a terrific 3-day weekend. President's Day coming up on Monday. I don't think
Sneeze.
that was close. I held it together. I don't think we'll be shipping anything on Monday. I think everything's closed. All federal stuff is closed on Monday, I think. But anyway, guys, enjoy your 3-day weekend. Hope you guys enjoy it. Happy Valentine's Day. Anything you want to throw in
See you
there?
next week.
Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.